guys. So today I'm going to share with you my story about becoming a Beachbody coach. Um, I started off as a challenger, which a lot of people do. Um, so basically, I did a fitness challenge. I got my challenge pack. I went through it all, and people were asking me, what are you doing? You look so great. You look so happy. And so I was basically already doing what a coach does at that point because I was just telling them like, hey, I'm doing a challenge. You should do one with me. And so many people wanted to join me that I just decided to become a coach. So let me give you a little snippet of what life was like before Beachbody. So I was very depressed, very anxious. I didn't like my body. I wasn't confident. It was just rough. I just wasn't happy at all. And so since becoming a Beachbody coach, not only have I lost 30 pounds, but I've grown as a person more than I can explain. One of the vital behaviors is personal development, and that vital behavior has literally changed my life. I'm now so much more positive, so much more happy. I just love life, and I have goals, and I'm trying to reach those goals every day, and I have a huge team that is supporting me and pushing me towards those goals and helping me make goals that are bigger than I would have ever made for myself. So having that support and having that family basically is more than I could have asked for out of a business opportunity. So for me, I started coaching in April of 2016. So I've only been a coach for a couple of months. My business is growing. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme, this isn't it. If you're looking for a place where you can go and help people and get compensated for how hard you work, this place is definitely for you. I think that anybody can do this, whether you're, working full time or you're a stay-at-home mom. If you have a super busy life, if you have a super laid-back life, it all depends on what you want to put forward to it. For me personally, I've kind of put the pedal to the metal since the beginning, so I will actually be quitting my full-time job October 28th. So I started in April, and I'm quitting my job basically by November. So if that gives you a little bit of an idea, and I have a good job. I'm a sales coordinator for a corporate company, and the fact that I want to leave that to do this should speak volumes. I just feel better helping people every day and helping myself every day and growing as a person, and to find a company that will compensate you for doing that, I think is amazing. My husband even, he sees the difference in me. He loves when I do Beachbody because he knows that I'm going to come out feeling better and feeling happier, and it's so much different from when I go to work like a normal 9 to 5 job. I come home and I'm just like miserable, but I could work 9 hours of Beachbody and be so happy. And, I have an impact on people's lives. I have people messaging me, in the middle of the night saying, thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for pushing me forward. And nobody ever does that in the corporate world. Nobody thanks you for what you do. So for somebody to come to me and say, you're the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing today, is like the best feeling in the entire world. There's really nothing that can compare. Even if I didn't make a dime with this company, I would still be a Beachbody coach because of the impact that I get to have on people's lives. When I started my sales job, the reason for me starting that job was because I would work with a lot of brides, and your wedding day is supposed to be your most, your happiest day of your life, and And I just wanted to be a part of that for somebody. I wanted to be the one to go in and, you know, smooth out all the rough edges and make their day the best that it could be. So I think that now being a Beachbody coach and not having to deal with all of the stress of you know, corporate planning, and still be able to be a huge factor in somebody's life, if not an even bigger factor than like a wedding planner or something, is absolutely amazing. I've always wanted to be in the healthcare field, but I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to do. So when I graduated high school, I went to college for physical therapy. I ended up dropping out after my first year. I ended up going back to school for hospitality and business management. Dropped out of that. I just couldn't really find my place. And I loved where I was working, so I loved the hospitality industry, and I loved being, you know, a sales coordinator, but there was something missing. And, you know, I was coming home, I was aggravated, I was irritable, and I just wasn't a fun person to be around. And now that I've started this journey with Beachbody, every person that I have conversations with, I leave an impact. I, you know, treat people with kindness. I don't worry about the little things that just don't matter. I just stay positive and I stay focused on my goals, and everything else just falls into place. So if you're looking for your missing piece, or, you know, your family, or just the right step in the right direction to figure out what you're meant to do, I'd say go for it. This is the best decision I've made in my entire life, and it literally cost me no money. Nothing. Like, what company, like, what other business could you start for yourself that you don't have to put any money forward? You just have to show up. It's crazy, right? So I hope you guys can relate to my story, and if you have any questions about how I'm dealing with depression and anxiety after Beachbody, or, you know, just anything that I talked about in this little video here, feel free to message down below, or like comment down below, or you can private message me if you want to know a little bit more personal stuff. I'm totally open to sharing anything, so if anybody has any questions or needs any help, just let me know. See you guys later.